end zone. And no run back here. They'll come out throwing here on first. Second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff looking right. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
80 weapons, 60 outlaw.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Let's go, get set.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now they go. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4.
Is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1.
Now certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from you.
And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Catch made, it's Moreau. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On the ball.
And quickly, they get to the line.
218, chop. Hey, over.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence going deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Dixon running from the shotgun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And his kick here is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. Same story continues. He's the only one that's scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Lawrence looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Recon, 132 fighter, snap.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not much now. 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time